I've been to Denver 100 times. I've been to Colorado Springs, Castle Rock. You know, I've been Grand Junction, all these different places, but I've never gone back to Westminster. And I think it's this weird kind of like reality that I have to face of this is where my life and my journey started, and it started in such a horrific way that it's been this like mental block that the farther I can stay away from the start, the less it has to do with my now and my future. I am on a mission to empower youth. This is my journey. Landed in Denver, and our flight was delayed for 2 hours because of a little tiny exit sign. Everyone is in total panic mode as they're trying to catch their connections. I'm so glad Denver is my final stop. So I'm just gonna sit here until all the chaos and madness is over. A 2-hour delay because of an exit sign. It's like this big, I'm gonna show you. Apparently Washington, D.C. had to give us the clearance to fly. Went to pick up my rental car and they wouldn't rent me a car. Apparently it's level 2, whatever that means. I think they ran out of cars. So I met this amazing woman, Good Samaritan, who was taking me over to another car rental place to try to find it. And look what we have here. Look how cute. Just a cute little baby. All right, so apparently I cursed myself by saying 3rd time's the charm because they don't have any cars. So I'm now taking an Uber, which is gonna cost a couple $100 to get to this event. Ah! What's up?
Hey.
How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Got all your stuff?
Yeah.
Perfect. I give you the honors.
Yes.
You're good. There's an extra battery.
Thank you.
Let's roll.
Looking like we got an hour and 18 minutes.
Nice. Just arrived at the hotel. We're super excited to hang out with some of the Circle members that are supporting a human project, and I get the opportunity to present to over 100 entrepreneurs at this event, and I'm excited. What are you doing here? How did they let someone like you in this place? What are you doing?
My first course is to help them understand why this occurs.
It's good to see you. What's up, brother? How are you? Sorry, this is Iban.
That doesn't work. And fighting for advocates that don't work because they don't have the right.
How are you? Good. Good. Really good.
I had this deep calling, so in October, I launched what's called Ignite Your Shine.
Do you have a problem being a hero?
Oh yeah, I want spotlight.
That's crazy. That's exactly what I was getting that from you. And just personally, I had that about 1.5 years ago, right? With what I'm doing and with the mission is that I didn't want that, right? Like that wasn't the intent. And I didn't want to come across narcissistic or any of these other things. Those are my own personal things. But we forget what human beings need, right? You're talking about making a movement, changing a really difficult thing. You've got to embrace that. You know, you just heard, sorry, I couldn't remember. I knew Mel, but Russell. Well, Russell's compliments and things that he were saying, like over here, people are whispering, and they're like, wow, that's amazing. You know, like your energy, like your story you shared from stage before you introduced Pat. I mean, like, holy cow, like, I got the sense you don't believe or embrace that. So that would be my suggestion, is to believe and embrace that, so that when you stand on a stage, when you go to say something, when you go to make people rally around you, they're confident in that. Because people need that hero. I'm super excited heading off to a dinner to speak with some entrepreneurs that haven't heard about a human project. So we help either get them out, so if they need to be rescued or taken into a safe home or something, or we work with them to empower themselves through their situation. So, yeah. Had an amazing day today, met some sensational entrepreneurs, and I'm super excited for the presentation tomorrow. But I gotta get some sleep, because it's time to share the message of a human project. We could not, for the life of us, figure out, why do people not care about what we care about? This is amazing. Do you not understand what we're doing, the power in what we're doing, the lives that we're changing, the impact that we're having? So I had a realization that if I want to change the world, if we want to do something different, then why do we keep doing the same thing? Why do we keep doing the same thing that everybody else is doing? From 2000 to now, they're skyrocketing. We lose a child every 12.6 minutes in this country to suicide. And that's horrific. And those numbers are growing. Canada just declared a nationwide emergency. They had, don't quote me on this, it was either 11 or 18, I can't remember, in one day, like in one community. I've been to Denver 100 times. I've been to Colorado Springs, Castle Rock. I've been Grand Junction, all these different places, but I've never gone back to Westminster. And I think it's this weird kind of like reality that I have to face of this is where my life and my journey started, and it started in such a horrific way that it's been this like mental block that the farther I can stay away from the start, the less it has to do with my now and my future. I have a flood of emotions happening right now that this is home. This is where I was born. This is where it started. At some point, on November 14th, 1980, my mom pulled up to this hospital, went inside, and my life started. That's just a crazy thought for me to wrap my head around. And as I go to this event and I speak, and the friends and the love and the people that support me and support a human project and support the mission, as they wrap their arms around me, both figuratively and literally, that support is so amazing. But not knowing where we are from, not knowing our true history, not knowing who we are, where we come from, there's a reality that our ancestry, where we come from, our history is important. But you have an idea, right? You have stories, you have things your grandfather told you, your great-grandfather, stories and journals. I didn't have any of that. And what I did have was a lie. And now as I'm an adult, I'm going on this journey and I'm figuring out what's truth and what's real. And that is so important. And I would encourage you to take that upon yourself, to figure out where are you from. Get grounded in that, understand that, because it's an insanely valuable piece of information for you. And understand that children who come from these dark, dysfunctional lives, we wonder why, what, how, when. We have so many questions. And it's so critical that those questions are answered. As I go on this mission of a human project, and we go into these schools, we go into these communities, and we allow these children to have hope, to see the possibilities, I want them to know that it's okay to wonder, it's okay to want, it's okay to need. It's okay to feel like you've been gypped, maybe even. Like, don't let it consume you or control you, but it's okay to have these emotions and these feelings. And understand that at some point in your life, you're gonna have an opportunity. You're gonna have an opportunity to walk through the halls of where you were born, or the old home that you were raised in or abandoned in. And I know that maybe to everybody who hasn't been through something like that, that doesn't mean anything to you. But there are those of you that it means everything to. It means everything to. And As I walked through the halls of this hospital, as I saw the place where I was born, I can't put into words what that meant, what it felt like. It was absolutely sensational. And it puts everything in perspective and gives me clarity as to who I am and where I come from. So if you're a child out there, a youth who's wondering, it's okay to wonder. It's okay to want to know. You'll have an opportunity to seek it out. You'll have a time in your life to find answers. Don't let it consume you. Don't let it overwhelm you with hate. But know that you're okay to think about it. This has been an amazing trip, full of beautiful scenery, full of amazing people. But I can tell you I've grown personally. We gained some amazing support this weekend here in Colorado Springs. I personally gained some amazing perspective of life. And now I get to say, I came home. And that's an incredibly powerful statement that I never understood until 25 minutes ago. I came home.
Thank you. I personally want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. It truly means a lot to me. I'm humbled. Now, as my token to really truly show you how thankful I am, right here, I want to give you a free gift. I'm going to give you a t-shirt. It's a t-shirt that we give out to youth all around the world. It's an incredibly powerful t-shirt. By you wearing that, I hope it connects you to our mission. And selfishly, when you wear that, it's going to bring more exposure to our organization and to what we're trying to do, which is to build a community of empowered youth all around the globe. Thank you so much for your support. If this video resonated with you even a little bit, if there was just something funny in it that you loved, if there's something that touched you, please share this video. It would mean a lot to us. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic day.